everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to extract pharmaceutical distributors' agreements data from PDFs to Google Sheets. So I am an owner of a pharmaceutical distributor business and I receive a lot of agreements and I have to manage a lot of agreements in my business. Now, taking out the data from individual agreements and adding in Google Sheets manually is very time consuming and hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So how this AI agent works is, I have created a folder in my Google Drive in which I upload all the PDF forms of the agreements. So now as soon as I'm going to upload a new file in my Google Drive folder, the agreement, automatically an AI agent is going to extract the details from the file. And as the details are going to be extracted, automatically this AI agent is going to add those details in Google Sheets to create the systematic record. So now if you want to learn how to create this entire AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to understand how to use AI to extract pharmaceutical distributors' agreement data from PDFs to Google Sheets. So as an owner of a pharmaceutical distributor business, I use Google Drive to store all the distributor agreements which contains important terms and conditions. I use Google Sheets to track and manage the details of these agreements such as expiry dates, distributor names and product categories. I use an AI agent that is going to extract the required data from the PDF agreements and automatically add it back in my Google Sheets, saving me time and reducing manual efforts. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. So I'm going to browse the website right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. On the landing page, you have two options, sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After that, you can see all Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. After coming to the dashboard, in order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. It is asking for the name of the workflow. So for the name of the workflow, I'm going to give it as Pharmaceutical Distributor Agreement Data from PDFs to Google Sheets. So this is the name of my workflow right here. For the folder on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created these many folders in my Pabbly Connect account. And from these folders, I'm going to select a specific one in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI agents as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this create button in order to create a workflow. Then a workflow is automatically created in the name of AI to extract pharmaceutical distributor agreement data from PDFs to Google Sheets, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up a trigger step first, and for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Drive. As in my Google Drive, I have created a folder of the pharmaceutical distributors agreement. Over here, as soon as I'm going to upload any of the PDF document of the distributor agreement of my pharmaceutical business, automatically I want the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why what I have done is I've selected my trigger application as Google Drive, and the trigger event is going to be new file in specific folder. So now this is the specific folder, and as soon as I'm going to upload a file in this folder, the trigger should capture the response of that. After that, I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this sign in with Google button right here. After that, it is asking for me to choose an account. In which account have we created the Google Drive folder? So this is the account. I'm going to select it from here. After that, it is asking for the permission for this account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. And as I've done that, you can see I have successfully authorized Google Drive to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing over here, you can see it is asking for me to select the folder or the subfolder in which we are going to upload the files in. For the folder, I have created a folder in the name of Pharmaceutical Distributors Agreement. So over here for the folder, I'm going to search for the folder. So this is the folder. I'm going to select it over here in this field. Okay. So now as soon as I'm going to upload any of the files in this folder, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Next, it says save and send test request. As soon as I'm going to click on this button, the last file that was uploaded in this folder is going to be captured in the response right here. So before clicking on this button, I'm going to add a new file in this folder. I'm going to click on this new button and upload the file from here. Okay. So this is the dummy agreement that I've created of my pharmaceutical distributor agreement. I'm going to upload that file in this folder right over here, and automatically you're going to see the file is now been successfully uploaded over here. If I'm going to open the file, you can see this is the distributor agreement right over here between ABC Pharmaceuticals and the Health Card Distributors LLC. Okay, you can see right over here, this is the entire distributor agreement. You can see right over here with all the terms and conditions and everything included in this PDF. Okay. So as now we have uploaded the file right over here, I'm going to go back and click on this button right over here. And as soon as I'm going to do that, you can see the response has been captured in our trigger. In this trigger, we have received the web content link and the web view link. Remember to only use the web content link. I'm going to copy this link of this file from here and open it in a new tab right over here. And as soon as I'm going to do that, it says we are sorry, but you do not have the access of this page. This file that I have, it's not accessible to everyone. So if I'm going to open my file over here in the Google Drive folder, in the top right corner it says private to only me. In order to make this file accessible to everyone, I do not have to every time manually go and make the file accessible to everyone individually, as I'm going to upload more files in this folder. So to simplify the entire process, what you have to do is you have to make this entire folder accessible to everyone at once. Go back to this name of this folder, click on the share button and the share option. Now simply from the general access, click on this anyone with the link option right here. And then click on this done button. The access is updated of this file. Now in the top right corner it says public on the web, anyone on the internet with the link can open. Now this file is accessible to everyone. Okay. So now as we have made the file accessible to everyone, over here I'm going to recapture the response of the accessible file. So I'm going to click on the save and send test request button again. We have received the response B. Now if I'm going to copy this link from here and open it in a new tab right over here, automatically a new file is going to be installed in my PC, and this is the same agreement you can see right over here. Okay, so this means now we have made this link accessible to everyone. So now as we have captured the response of the file that is uploaded in our Google Drive folder in our trigger, this means that Google Drive is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. Now, whenever you're going to upload a new file in your Google Drive folder, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. But if you do not receive the response immediately after uploading a new file, then do not worry. Google Drive is a polling based application. It says 10 minutes. This is the polling duration. In every 10 minutes, whenever you're going to upload a new file in your Google Drive folder, Google Drive is going to collect the data and send the entire data to Pabbly Connect in every 10 minutes. Okay. So now if you want to make changes in this trigger time, go to 3 dots and set trigger time option right over here. It is saying trigger time. The minimum is 10 minutes and the maximum is 24 hours in the drop down. I'm going to select it as 10 minutes and save the button. You need to select your trigger time according to your requirement. So now after setting up our trigger step, now we have the data of the file that was our agreement. I want to extract the details from this agreement from here using an AI agent. For the AI agent, I use OpenAI. If you want to use any other AI platforms, you can definitely do that according to your requirement for your AI agent. Okay. So now I'm going to set up my action step, in which for the action application, I'm going to select it as OpenAI right over here. An action event over here is going to be extract content from PDF image. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on our new connection. It is asking for the token. For having the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. After coming to the hyperlink, the API keys page is going to appear in front of you of your OpenAI account. To create a new token, go to this create button in the top right corner. For the name of my key over here, I'm going to write it as extract data. This is the name of my key project. I'm going to select as default and permissions as all. Then I'm going to click on this create button in order to generate a token. A token is generated. I'm going to copy it from here and paste it in this field and click on this save button to build the connection. As you can see, OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, it is asking for me to select the AI model. For the AI model, I'm using GPT-4 Omni. If you want to use any other AI models, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. Okay. After selecting the AI model over here, it is asking for the image URL. From which file are we going to extract the details? For the file over here, we have received the response of the PDF and I want to extract the data from this PDF that we have received in our previous response. So for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. As I'm going to click on this field, the previous step, that is Google Drive new file in specific folder, is going to appear in front of you. And as I'm going to click on it, the same response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you, in which we have received the link of the document. And as this is the PDF document, the web content link right over here, and I want to extract the data from this link. So I'm going to select the data of the link from my previous response. So as now I've selected the data from my previous response, the data over here is mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Okay. After that, over here it is asking for the prompt. Prompt is a text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. For the prompt over here, for this use case, I am going to write it as, so this is the prompt that I have. I want you to extract the data from the above Pharmaceutical Distributors Agreement PDF. Strictly provide the data of these fields only. Over here I have mentioned the fields that I want to extract from the file. I want the agreement ID, the effective date, manufacturer name, distributor's name, territory, product name, and pricing, that is INR, payment terms, and delivery time, that is days. Okay, so you can see right over here, these are the details that I want to be extracted from this above PDF right over here. Okay, this PDF right over here. So you need to mention it in this manner, strictly provide the data and name the fields that you wanted to be extracted in this prompt right here. So now this prompt is going to generate the data and give me the extracted data, but it is going to give me in a paragraph format. No, I don't want that. I want the extracted data in a JSON format, and to have that, we are going to use this amazing feature, that is structured output, with the help of which we will get a structured JSON format output extracted from this file right here. In order to enter the details of the structured output, we have to have a JSON schema. For generating a JSON schema, under important note, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help right here. After we're going to land towards this page, the structured output page is going to appear in front of you. And now we're going to generate a new JSON schema. For that, click on this generate button. Over here, we need to describe what all the things that we want in our JSON schema. So instead of writing it over here, in my PC over here, I'm going to search for the notepad. So I'm going to open this notepad over here. So now what I'm going to do is, in this notepad, I'm going to write few details. Okay. I want to extract, firstly, what I want to extract, I'm going to go back. I want to extract the agreement ID. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to open my notepad again, and over here, I'm going to write it as agreement ID, as this is what I want first. So now what is agreement ID? It is a type of text. So over here, I'm going to write it as type of text. Okay, so I'm going to write over here type of text. Now I need to describe what it is. So I'm going to write it as, so this is the description of what is agreement ID and what I want, a unique identifier for tracking each agreement. Okay, so in this manner, I'm going to add all the fields that I want with the type of text, array or number it is, and then the description of each and everything that I want. Okay, so now I'm going to write all the things in the similar manner right here. So you can see over here, this is the entire data. Effective date, it's a type of date, so I've written it as type of date. Manufacturer name, type of text. Distributor name, type of text. Territory, text. For the product name, in a agreement, I can have multiple product names. So for that, I've written it as type of array. When we are talking about multiple things, we have to write it as type of array. For the pricing tier, it's a type of array as well. Payment terms can be multiple, so it's a type of array. Delivering time, it's type of numeric, so I've added that right here as I want it in days. Okay, so this is the entire thing that I want in my JSON schema. So I'm going to copy this entire thing from here and paste it in this generate field right here in my structured output field. And then I'm going going to click on this create button to generate the JSON schema. And within few seconds, OpenAI has generated as a JSON schema. I'm going to copy it from here and paste it in the structured output field right here. Okay, so this is the JSON schema. After entering all the required details, I'm going to simply click on this save and send test request button. So now as I've done that, you can see over here we have received a response. In the response but we have received multiple products name. You can see right over here as we have received the pricing and the terms. I don't want the response in this format. I want the advanced response. So for that I'm going to simply toggle the simple response button off right over here. And after toggling it off, I'm going to again click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, we have received the advanced response for the product's name. You can see I've received it in array format. The price is in array as well as the terms are in array. You can see right here, okay? With that, the agreement ID is extracted, the effective date is extracted, manufacturer name, the distributor name, territory, products, price, the terms and the delivery as 7 days, okay? So as you can see now the details are extracted right over here. Now what I want is, I want to create the record of these extracted details in my Google Sheets right here. For that I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, and for the action application I'm going to select it as Google Sheets, and action event over here is going to be add new row. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to select the existing connection, but if you want you can add a new connection. And then I'm going to click on the save button right over here. After that, it is asking for me to select the spreadsheet. I have created a spreadsheet in the name of distributor agreement. So over for the spreadsheet, I'm going to select it as distributor agreements, okay? After that, it is asking for me to select a sheet. In the spreadsheet, I have created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So I'm going to select the sheet from the drop down. Firstly, it is asking for the agreement ID. For the agreement ID, I'm going to map the date of the agreement ID. For the effective date, I'm going to map the date of the date right here. For the manufacturer name, I'm going to map it in the similar manner. I'm going to map all the details right here in front of you. The territory. After mapping the data for the territory, it is asking for the product's name. For the product's name, I have received the response in this array format. I want to receive the square brackets from the end and the front of the product's name. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply add an action step in this workflow. And for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as text formatter by Pabbly. Using this amazing feature by Pabbly, I can format the text according to my requirement. For the action event, I'm going to select it as text parser. With the help of this action event, we are going to format the text according to our requirement. I'm going to click on this connect button. Which text do we want to edit? I'm going to map the data of the product's name right here. I want the data after this opening square bracket and before this closing square bracket. So simply for the before and after, I am going to enter the corresponding brackets right here for the after the opening one and for the before the closing one. The data between these two brackets is going to be extracted. So I'm going to click on the save and send test request button right over here, and you can see the product name has been extracted. In this similar manner, I have received the response of the pricing as well in an array format. You can see right over here, this is the array format and the terms also in array format, okay? So now to format all the text, I'm going to simply clone the step from here, the text formatter step, and in place of this product name, I'm going to map the data of the pricing directly right here. In this manner, I don't need to follow all the step one by one in the same format, okay? So I've cloned it. I'm going to edit the text over here as the price and again click on the save and send test request button. I have received the price without the bracket. In the similar manner, I'm going to clone this step from here so that I don't have to repeat the same steps. After cloning, I'm going to open this step, and in place of this price, I'm going to map the data of the terms of my payments right here and click on this save and send test request button over here. As I've done that over here, you can see we have received the result in which we have received the terms and conditions of our payment without the brackets, okay? So now as we have received all the edited text, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data. For the product's name, I'm going to map the data of the product name. For the price, I'm going to map the data of the price right over here. And lastly, for the payment terms, I'm going to map the data. And over here, it is asking for the delivery time. So I'm going to map the data of the delivery time. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to simply click on this save and send test request button. I have received a response which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet and check whether the record of the extracted details has been added in my spreadsheet or not. And yes, you can see in my spreadsheet the record of the extracted details has been added. This is the ID, date, manufacturer name, distributor name, territory, product name. This is the price, terms and the delivery time, okay? So you can see as the record is created, this means we have successfully created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, over here the trigger is Google Drive new file in specific folder. As soon as I'm going to upload any of the pharmaceutical distributor agreement in my Google Drive folder, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. As now we have the file data right over here, an AI agent, that is OpenAI, is going to extract the content from the PDF. As the details are extracted from the step, automatically all the data has been updated in my Google Sheets right over here using this step, that is Google Sheets add new row. And in this manner, I have created this amazing AI agent to extract pharmaceutical distributor agreements data with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.